And he stopped at the 21. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Alford. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Galloway. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. All out of space. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Give to the single back. Finding open areas. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To throw, it's Alford. It's complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blazers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Unloads quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Snapped it in the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Discards it with the stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Alford. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. Finds some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UAB.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Strong, firm tackle. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit him. Big game for the offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. And the Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Showing off the arms. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and hitting.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create.
Touchdown, UAB! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, Ole Miss and LSU have battled to the final whistle. Here's a quick breakdown. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Panthers want to move quickly. Quick catch on third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Alford. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab, trying to take it back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The throw. He's got it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, first down. Defense in press coverage. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Hampton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Blazers will hustle from the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
Trying to set up the screen to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Alford. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Pulls and fires complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces third and long. Complete out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Holds and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hit right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Hill. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Alford. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage.
There he goes. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd.
And that's a first down for the offense.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long. Throw it on the perimeter. They're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Hand off from the gun. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? The sure hands, it's Green. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. Makes it past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Alford. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have...
Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hampton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Blazers will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete on the right side. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Blazers! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense, because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. The Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And the Blazers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Alford. Rushes on him. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.